Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a subscriber, welcome back. I'm glad to be back here. If you are new, please hit the subscribe button and support my channel as I try and work on one of my goals from this year to grow my planner community and inspire others like I have been inspired. If you are a subscriber, please hit the like button and please comment about your ideas. I'd love to see comments about some suggestions or ideas that you would like me to see uploading, or you want to see how I plan. I have got a few ideas in mind, and one of the first videos that I'm actually doing today is a collaboration video for my welcome back video. So I reached out to Bluey's creation and spoke to Bluey about doing a collaboration video. And don't mind at the very top there, that's my dog. He's a 10-week-old puppy, so he's going to try and get into everything. Out of the way, buddy. So I wanted to do a planner flip, and Bluey was happy to work with me and do a collaboration video, so I'll pop her video down in the comments as well once it's uploaded. If you are from Bluey's channel, welcome and thank you for joining me and supporting both our channels. I would love for you to also jump over to my Instagram page, which is just for my planners. So I am just starting up that Instagram page and trying to publish more on there. So I would love your support if you could jump on over there and follow me and just give us some support. I love supporting other YouTubers as well and other Instagram pages. This planning community is so vast. There is so many different planners out there from different designers. You've got Aurea Estelle, you've got Kiki K, you've got Motum planners, you've got Vanderspec, you've Printpressions. There is so many out there for you to choose from, so that way you can choose what works for you. For me, it is the ring binder planners, and I absolutely am in love with Kiki K planners. They are just fabulous, and they've got their B6 range, which works for me as well. The reason why I have been AWOL for the last several months, I got into a really bad planner funk. I was trying to set up my planner so then that way it was aesthetic appealing as well as what worked for me, and there were so many different YouTubers out there that I was trying to use some of their ideas and nothing was working. I wasn't using my planner efficiently. I was just more trying to gather stuff and put things together, and I found that even on a low budget it can be very, very hard and very, very overwhelming, especially those who are new to planning. So I thought I would take a step back. I would take a breather. I would put my planners away and not look at them. That then made me stress even more because I wasn't writing everything down, and I was losing appointments. I was forgetting about things. I was doing my assessments at the last minute because I am a uni student. So I'm a mum, a uni student, and I'm a full-time legal secretary. So I have got a busy life, and trying to keep all of that together was just not working. So I sat down and I worked out, what do I need right now? And I decided that I wanted everything in one planner, so everything was in one place. And then I found my Kiki K personal letters planner. I absolutely love this. It gave me inspiration to just write everything down because it looks like a notebook. You've got your lined pages, it's white, and I don't really do white, but this is a bit of an off-white, but it looks like a notebook. So let's jump into this to see how I have this set up. I am on the floor, so my dog's going to be coming in and out of frame. I will try and keep him out of the way as much as I can. But as I said at the very beginning, if there's anything that you like, please hit the like button. Please comment, and I would love for your support by hitting the subscribe button, and also hit the bell so you can get notifications when I upload, because I'm going to try and upload more regularly. I'm not going to put pressure on myself to upload more than at least one video a week. I believe if you try and put too much pressure on yourself to upload with everything else that's going on, you'll just get overwhelmed and you'll get stressed. So I will upload at least once a week. I'm going to try and be a bit more organized. So let's have a look into this planner. So it is the Kiki K personal planner. They don't have these anymore, and you can find them on eBay. You can find them in the planner sell pages, but these were very, very popular, and I was lucky to get my hands on this one as well as the large, but I got rid of my large because I just wasn't using it, and I don't think I'll ever get rid of this planner. Even if I stop using it, it'll go back away into the box and just sit there until I decide that I want to use personal planner again. Get away. So it's got the silver clasp, it's only a one clasp, and it's got the Kiki K emblem in pink on the back. When you open up my planner, I've tried to keep it minimalist as possible. I've got a little bit of decoration on this side. I have a little bit of stuff in my back secretarial pocket, and I also have top tabs as well as side tabs, which you can see underneath this side opening envelope. These side tabs I have been using for a while now, and I noticed that Bluey also came up with this idea. So us planner girls or planner men, we tend to think alike. So I wasn't able to get my hand on top tabs, and these actually work really well because I can remove them, move them around when I'm moving things around, and they take up less space because they're sitting on top of a page that you use. So I have a whole bunch of sticky notes at the top here, which I just use for different sections in my planners. So let's just start with this side. As I said, I try and keep it very, very simple. So I have a note to self sticky notepad from May Paper Co. I just use these to cover up information at the moment in some of the spots in my planner, but I also use them to jot things down, and I'll stick them on top of this side opening envelope, or I'll put them on a weekly calendar or my monthly if I need to keep reminders for the month. I've got this Be Kind postcard from the Kiki K Paper Lovers book, I believe the cute range, and that just sits in there by itself. I have these two here. I can read it, but on camera you can't really see it. So this is just a With Love rainbow little pop out that was in the Kiki K Cute Papers Lovers book. And then this is one of the May Paper Co cards. It says, do more things that make you forget to pick up your phone. And I just love having that in the front. Then I've got a May Paper Co card that came with my last package, and a quote card from May Paper Co as well. It's Control, Alt, Delete, control yourself, alter your mindset, delete negativity. And that's my favorite quote. And that's my yearly saying, I think. Everyone I've noticed in the planner community, has picked a word that they're focusing on for this year. And I'm going to focus on this quote, Control, Alt, Delete. Then in the secretarial pocket, I just have some bits and pieces of paper. So I have my monthly review, Minesweep, and weekly review from Brandy Michelle Plans. And I had them in my pocket planner, and I've moved them in here because I want to put them into my planner, but I just haven't worked out what I'm going to use them for. This is part of the Getting Things Done method. Then I have just a piece of paper, and then I have a little cute card that I got from my daughter for my birthday, and that just sits in the back because I think it's absolutely adorable. It's one of the cards that she picked out. So they just sit in the secretarial pocket, along with, and I absolutely love this, this is a side pocket. It is from Desley Palans. She has opened up her own shop recently, which I'll tag down below. She sent me a small package that I could use with some bits and pieces in it, and I was going to do a unboxing, but unfortunately life went AWOL and I didn't, so I just use this in my planners. It's just the B6 size one, I believe. Yeah, it's B6. And then I've just got a May Paper Co card that says Be Kind, and got all of her tag shops, and that just sits in there. Sometimes I'll put receipts in here that I might need to keep track of, but that just sits in here as well, just for a bit of colour as well. Then I have this side opening envelope. Now this is actually one from the B6 Kiki K Insiders when they brought out the B6 planner. So this just sits at the top. This is where I put sticky notes. I put some photos. You can see it overhangs a little bit, so that's the size difference. That's the edge of the personal planner inserts, and I just have this sitting in here which has some photos in it. And some cards, and I've got some photos in the back. Then I've used very minimal decoration in here. I don't worry about decoration and worry about making it all look pretty. I just try and have some quote cards and some different things on the dividers. So my dividers are lists, calendar, work, home, personal, and then projects. So we'll go through each one. This is from a notepad that was a part of the Count Your Lucky Stars personal planner. It was in the back, and I was using that planner at the time when I went and saw Kevin Bloody Wilson in a show in Sydney. And I got him to sign it, and it says, Dilligaff, does it look like I give a F? So I've just got that sitting in here. And then he signed it for me, and I laminated it and hole punched it. Then I've got, each divider looks like its own very own notepad or note paper that you get in lined paper books. So the first section is lists. Now in here I've got birthdays. So this is the May Paper Co. month on 2 page. I will put the link down below for this. And all I use this for is in each month I will write down someone's birthday just to keep track of it. And keep it in the front of my planner so I can jump to it and go, okay, we're in July, whose birthdays is it? And then they'll go onto my calendar. So I've got 12 months in here. And that, because it's not day specific, it's just got the dates, I can use this all year, every year, doesn't matter what year it is, because the dates don't change and they're not day specific. Then I've just got some lined paper here to write down some gift ideas for people's birthdays. Then this is what I was talking about with the Getting Things Done method. This is the mind sweep, daily review, weekly review, and monthly review. So that's what I'm just going to write down my list of my steps when I actually write them down. I haven't really been using the Getting Things Done method, but I found his book again, and I'm going to start reading it. Brandy Michelle plans, she always does a yearly focus. So instead of calling it goals, she calls it focus. And I thought this was a really, really good idea, because it's stuff that, like, yes, you can have goals. Yes, you can have inspiration and things that you want to get to. But if you call it a focus, it's stuff that you're going to be more focused on than a goal. Because a goal, you can sort of try and put your pressure on. You get to the end of the year and you go, oh crap, I haven't hit my goals. Focus are more broken down in things that you can get done. So you've got your priorities, which is your top goals. The why, she says it's good. It helps her to write out the why, so that way you have a reason as to why that is a priority for your year. And then you break it down to quarterly, which is the how. So this is how you're going to achieve those priorities. And you're going to write down the things that you want to do in each priority. So you got family, like being the best mum is my why in simple form. Spending mother and daughter time, planning extended family activities, personal, journal daily, stuff like that. And then you'll go quarter 2 and you'll write down things that you want to try and do. If you haven't done the stuff in quarter 1, you'll sit there and go, why couldn't I get that done? What stopped me from achieving that priority or that task in that priority? And then try and move it to quarter 2, and you sort of do a quarter reflection on yourself and your priorities. So I've got quarter 3 to do when we hit quarter 3. Then I've got them, I'm using the May Paper Co memo paper, which I think she's phasing these ones out and changing them to say notes on the top instead of memo. So this is just books to read. So these are the books that I want to read. At the moment, I've only got the After series. I'm not much of a reader, but I do want to try and read more. And I get through books. I tend to find books and then I'll sit there and I'll read them for the whole entire night and then the book's done. Then I've got the May Paper Co inserts that I'm actually using at the moment. So when I go and do my Paper Co order, I'll just quickly open to this page and go, okay, these are the main ones that I need. So then that way I can get in, grab those, and not sit there and scroll through every single insert and try and add more to my cart. And this is just my wish list on the back here. Sorry. Of things that I want to get. Then I had a list for things to get for my house. They're just different things that I needed. Then I've got a list for the Kiki K Frenzy sale wish list of things that I wanted to get. So that's all here. I've got to actually go through and highlight the stuff that I did get in the Frenzy sale. And then I've just got some more memo paper here. Sorry, get out of the way. And then I've got my shopping list that I sort of just jot things down that I am regularly buying, and then some more things that I wanted to buy. Then I've got my other signature post note. This is Jenny Taylor, which she is Kevin Bloody Wilson's daughter. If you haven't seen any of their YouTube video clips, they are absolutely hilarious as hell. They make puns out of everything and turn them into songs. It's absolutely wonderful, so go check them out. They're on YouTube. They've got some videos on YouTube. Then you've got my calendar section. So the very first thing is my month. Now, I only started using this planner in March, so I took out the other months that I didn't need. So I just pretty much am trying to work out what system works for me. Everyone color codes, people just do stickers, I tend to write everything down. And I've been writing everything down and putting it in color code, but as you can see here, it sometimes gets a bit too much, and some things you can't even read when you're trying to put everything on there. So I've still got to work out how I'm going to do my monthlies. I'm probably going to stick with the color code, but break down the color code a little bit more than just having like personal uni bills, Rebecca, who's my daughter, and work. I might break it down more to house, events, bowling, that sort of stuff. So then I've got June in here as well. Then we go to the weekly, which I've got the May Paper Co. weekly overview with grid, which is the Hobonichi inspired inserts. So as we flick through here, you can see each week my planning style changes. So I was always putting down the time specific events on here that I needed to refer to, and then I'd put down, so this week I used gratitude and notes. Then the next week it was gratitude, weekly tasks and notes. And as you can see, some things just didn't work. And some weeks I didn't even use the grid paper. Then I did must be completed and notes, time-specific events, weekly tasks, meals. I didn't even fill that in, time-specific tasks. But so even though this might change, this side's always the same. It's always time-specific tasks. And some weeks I just didn't even use this, which is okay. You don't always have to use it. It's there for you to jot things down, and it gives you the free range to set it up how you want. So here I've got my weekly tasks and my meals, and then as you can see, I do split my inserts, so I'm not always opening up, and I can just pull them out, and it makes it so much easier to work on them each week. So I'm not always opening up the rings, because I find, yes, you've got the end bits here which help you open them, but when you're in a rush, you tend to just pull them open like that, and it can actually damage the rings and make them not stay as close. So I just slit majority of my inserts that I use quite frequently. I was watching Bluey, Brandy Michelle plans one of her weekly setups, and she actually put a line down the middle of her week on one page. She did this more specifically to put, time-specific events on one side, day-specific tasks on one side, but then the weekly tasks. So the way I do it, and I will show you a setup video or a plan with me. Sorry, I'm just going to move out of my dog's way. A plan with me and how I set up my weeks. I will sit down and I will write down all the tasks that I need to complete that week. and then I will jot them down. This week here, I did a meals, water tracker, and just tasks down below, and then I split them up. And then this week here, this is my little ruler that I made myself. I did my time-specific events. I then did my daily tasks that needed to be completed on each day, like bed night, when I had to do a specific quiz for uni, and I broke down my tasks. So I have my weekly, my personal, and my uni. So what I tend to do is I'll pull out this sheet and I'll pull out my weekly. I'll sit down and write down the weekly tasks that I need to do with doing my weekly review, which I still need to write down because now I've got the right setup. And then I'll go through and go, okay, creative lecture. When have I got my next creative class? Okay, my creative class is on Monday, so I need to do my creative lecture by Monday. So I'll put that there and that sort of stuff. And then I've got the next week. And I've actually got 1 week left of this, so I need to get some more or find some printables. I may not be, in this planner, I've mostly got note paper of my own or my Paper Co inserts, but I think I'm going to start expanding and using other stores just to try and find the right inserts for me that will work. So I've got quite a few inserts that I've purchased over the last week that are printables, and I'll be printing them out for my other planners. Now I've got daily. So these are the My Paper Co daily pages, and all I do is I write down time-specific events for that day, tasks, my priorities, and then at the very bottom, I decided to start writing down how I was feeling about what I got done that day, whether I was feeling productive, whether I was feeling down, because I do suffer with depression. I wanted to keep track of how I was feeling. And there are trackers out there, but I just felt like this really, really worked for me because I was able to write down how I was feeling on that day and reflect on my day and then the next day I'd look at it and go, okay, well, that's how I was feeling. Why was I feeling like that? What can I do to change my state of mind today? And then that's just as we go through. Every day is different. Some days I use one for every day. I generally use them Monday to Friday, sometimes on the weekend, but majority of the time I don't do one on the weekend because I'm just so busy, and on the weekend there's nothing really time specific. So I've got them in there. Then I've got my work section. I can't really show you this because it's got some private work stuff in here, but I use the top tabs in here as well for notes, tasks, and meetings. So I've just got lined paper, the Kiki K meeting notes, as well as more lined paper from Kiki K, as well as normal note paper. Then I've got my home section. So I've got my cleaning, which I'm starting to separate out each room because I find that I try and stuff all the cleaning into one day. So I want to try and have tasks for each room that I can then add on to for weekly cleaning. I'm going to have daily cleaning stuff and then monthly. Then I have my meals. So this is just the meals that I tend to like to do and I know my family loves to eat. And then what I'll do is I'll have my meal plan. So this is just the meals that we get to and we will be doing each week, and we plan out per fortnight. So we do shopping fortnightly, and then we'll do a top up on the other week of extra stuff that we might need for different meals. I have another photo in here of my lovely family. This is my daughter's very first holiday, and we went to Dreamworld. Then I've got my personal section. So in here, I've got the My Paper Co grid paper, and I've just got my income tracker. So it'll be the date, the description. So whether it was a work pay, whether it was someone gave me some money, and then the amount. So I can keep track of how much money I'm getting, as well as expenses. And then I've got my fixed expenses. So these are the bills that I need to pay each week, each fortnight, each month. And I write down whether it's per month, per fortnight, or how much it is. I've got my afterpay tracker. So these are I've just got the date, the description, the total amount, and when it's completely paid, I tick it off. So in that way I can track how much I'm spending at each shop, in big sums. So in that way when I go to my pay, I'm like, okay, this is how much it is do I have a little bit of extra money to pay an extra payment, because you pay them over 4 payments. Then I've got my medicine tracker. So this is my health section. This is just the medication that I take each day, the dose, the time, or I tick it to make sure that I'm tracking. So what I'll do is, once this page is completed, I'll come over to here and then I'll write down the medication. And as you can see, I've been a little bit slack with writing down my medication, seeing that we're on the 23rd. I haven't written down this week's. And then I will come in and I'll tick it down in here. Then I have my puppy's information. So this is where I'll put down his microchip number. I'll put down when he has his vaccines, any health issues, any specific diets that he's on, just to keep track of that. This is my self-care section. So these are just some self-care ideas. These are things that I want to be able to put in here. So my self-care checklist, self-care routine, AM, PM routine, things to do alone, habits when I'm stressed, self-compassion, motivation quotes, health log, which is actually in the front there, my bucket list, a fitness tracker, and gratitude. So I've got them in here, and then I've got my gratitude, so things that I'm grateful for. And I try to do it for every day, but it gets away from me. That's why I was using the notes section. Then at the very back here, I've got plain paper, which has some passwords in front of it, and then I've got my note paper. So these are just specific notes that I want to keep track of. Then I have my projects. So my first project is my bowling. I want to get better at bowling. I do 10-pin bowling, and I bowl in a league on a Thursday night. I bowl in a Saturday league, which I've actually got to put down on my bowling scores. And then I'll also put in here any bowling competitions that I do, because I generally try and do a couple of competitions, professional competitions, throughout the year. So like there's a competition coming out called East Coast Cup, which is a bowling competition where we bowl against a team from Queensland and a team from Victoria. And then I've got my YouTube section. So this is my upload guidelines. This is what I need to do for my uploading. Then I've got my YouTube ideas, and then my YouTube collaboration. I want to keep track of the videos that I do with other YouTubers. Then I've just got, this was part of one of the boxes that we received when Kiki K used to give us in boxes, and I just cut it down to use it as a page lifter. So that's my planner flip. It's very quite simple and minimal. I don't do anything extravaganza. I try and keep everything simple and minimalist, because I find that keeping it minimal and not worrying about the decoration and the stickers and all of that, I can actually write things down and get things done. So there's my video. I hope you liked it. Please subscribe to my channel. Go and check out Bluey's flip through of what she's done with her personal planner. I believe she's using a personal planner at the moment. And I would love to see you on my next video. So please stick around, hit the like button, follow me on Instagram, and I would love to see you. So go check out her video, which I'll post down below once it's uploaded, and check out some of my other videos, and hopefully we can help inspire each other and we can grow my channel a little bit more. So I will say goodbye for now, and I will see you next week. Bye everyone.